Good morning and welcome to John Beck. This is your principal, Mr. Lin, and I hope that you had a wonderful Tuesday yesterday. Today is Wednesday, September 28th, 2022, and it is a day D. Now, before we kick off this wonderful day, I want to invite you, as I always do, to rise and face the flag for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You could go ahead and take a seat. I want to thank you for joining us here in school. I love the fact that you are each here. This is an opportunity for me to continue to express my love and care and encouragement to you. It's an opportunity for your homeroom teachers and all the teachers you work with to practice sharing that love, care, and encouragement. And it's also an opportunity for you to do that to your teachers, the grown-ups in your life that you appreciate, and yes, even your friends. Many of you guys are meeting that challenge to share that message. I'm wondering how many of you guys are doing it to your friends. All right, now let's go over our lunch menu for today. Our lunch menu, like any other day, we have 4 choices. Choice 1, your hot meal, is the walking taco today. So that's choice 1. Choice 2 is the Chef Junior salad. Choice 3 for our kindergarten, first and second grade students is the lunchbox meal with turkey. And then for our third through sixth grade students, it's a turkey sandwich. Last but not least, as always, for our fourth choice, it's a sun butter sandwich. Make sure to choose what you want if you're buying a lunch so that our cafeteria knows exactly how much of each meal to prepare. Packers, you already know what you're bringing to school, so that's awesome. Don't forget, we have 3 expectations here at the school. Number 1, be respectful, not just to others, but to yourself. When you look yourself in the mirror, are you proud of the things you've done that day? You know, if you look yourself in the mirror at the end of the day, are you proud of yourself? And if you are, and if you're proud of the things that you've done in front of people as well as behind their backs, then you have given yourself the respect you deserve. Make sure you respect your teacher. Make sure you respect your friends and things like that. Show that you're responsible. That's the second one. With your hands, with your feet, with the words that come out of your mouth, boys and girls. The words that come out of your mouth may just sound like air, but guess what? They hurt or they can help. So the words that come out of your mouth, I hope that you're using them in heroic ways that heroes would, to make people feel great. And last but not least, being ready to learn, right? You're in class, look around. Your teacher is itching to teach. You're itching to learn. It's important that you show that you're ready to learn. And if you don't think you're ready to learn, just take a step back, sit down, take a breath, reset yourself, recenter yourself. You'll get yourself there to be ready. All right. Now, for this day in history, today is September 20th. September 28th, 2022. And what I want to share with you guys is that over 100 years ago, back in 1920, a major sport that's really popular now was still popular back then, and that's called baseball. Many of our major league teams were already existing back then, sometimes under different names, but the Yankees existed, the Dodgers did, although they were in New York. Some of you guys may know that there is a team even now called the Chicago White Sox and the Cincinnati Reds. So back then, the two teams, the Chicago White Sox and the Cincinnati Reds, were playing in the World Series. It's the ultimate championship for American baseball. Nowadays, it's the same thing. Our major league teams will play in a playoff, and ultimately you'll get to a championship. And even now we call it the World Series. And what was interesting is that the White Sox had some amazing players, including a guy by the name of Shoeless, that's his nickname, Shoeless Joe Jackson. Joe Jackson, to many people, he's considered one of the best players to ever live. Many of you guys may think that Babe Ruth is, right? He's kind of a really popular name, even though he lived around that time back then. But even Babe Ruth himself copied the batting stance at the plate that Joe Jackson demonstrated. So that kind of tells you how amazing this Joe Jackson was. So unfortunately, the White Sox lost, even with all that talent on their team. And no one thought about it, but then over the next few months, the rumors started getting out there that maybe the White Sox lost on purpose. Now, some of you guys might be thinking, well, why would a team lose on purpose? Well, the rumor had it that some players on that team, on the Chicago White Sox, were paid extra money to lose the game on purpose. Now, this goes to telling you, right? We talk about this integrity thing. Well, doing the right thing when no one else is looking. Here we are. We've got some major league players who could do the right thing and play as hard as they can, or they could do the wrong thing and maybe get away with it, get paid some extra money just to lose on purpose. Well, they ended up getting indicted, which is they got brought to court. You see, even nowadays, if you do something like that, you can actually be arrested and put in prison. And they were ready to go to trial. Now, it just so happened that some of the evidence that suggested that they were guilty got lost between all this time. And, these guys ultimately did not go to prison. But the decision to send them to court to try them and to see if they're guilty or not happened on this day, September 28th, 1920. Now, it's interesting, the ultimate leader of baseball, he's called a commissioner. He felt like these guys were guilty anyways and ended up banning all of these guys, including Shoeless Joe Jackson, for life. He never really got to play ever again. So his stats are not as great as we would think they would be. But once again, there's a lot of rumors out there about whether he even was guilty or not, or did he get wrapped up in the wrong crowd and ended up getting kicked out of baseball altogether. We'll never know, really, but it's always an interesting little rumor to play around with. All right, we've got a couple of announcements today. Once again, for our sixth grade students, if you fifth and sixth grade students, if you're interested in auditioning for the After School Music Club, that's going to happen on October 6th. Make sure you pick up a permission slip from the desk that's outside the music room. So once again, if you're interested in the music club and you're a fifth and sixth grade student and you want to audition for the music club that's after school, you won't be able to do it unless you get yourself a permission slip signed. So there's a desk outside of Miss Horton's room. Make sure you grab that. Or the slip. Don't forget, today is also picture day. I know all of you guys look your finest, and that's awesome. And last but not least, on Friday, I want to encourage all of you guys to wear gold. It's going to be a district Warwick-wide Gold Out Day. We're going to do this as a big celebration in honor of our children in our community who are battling a particular type of illness called cancer. The high school kids are trying to get every kid in this entire district at John Beck, at Bonfield Elementary, at Kissel Hill, and Littis Elementary, at the middle school and at the high school, to wear gold. It's our way of showing our support for our kids who are battling cancer. And a lot of us grown-ups too, we're going to be participating as well. So we're going to have a big gold out. All right, last but not least, I want you to hear it from me in case no one has mentioned it to you. I love you. I care about you, and I'm here to encourage you every single day. More and more of you guys are reminding me that. You guys are saying thank you to me. It means a lot to me. Not going to lie. But I hope that you're sharing that to your teachers. I hope that you're sharing that with your parents. Some of you guys actually told me the other day that you're beginning to share that message with your parents. I have no doubt it is making their day. So that is my challenge to you. Go ahead, show that care, and encouragement. Can't wait to see you guys around. Have an amazing day.